the next morning, Monday, Pasiano brought his younger brother to a school of Maestro Justiniano Aquino Cruz. The school was in the house of the teacher, which was small Nepahat, about 3 meters from home of Jose's aunt. Immediately Jose was assigned his seat in a class. The teacher asked him, "Do you know Spanish?" Jose replied, "A little, sir." "Do you know Latin?" Again, Jose replied, "A little, sir." The boys in the class, especially Pedro, the teacher's sons, laughed at Jose's answer. The teacher sharply stopped all noises and began the lessons of the day. So as Rizal's first days in Binyan is hard. It's not easy as we think because his teacher is a disciplinarian teacher. Jose described his teacher in Binyan as follows. He was tall, thin, long neck with sharp nose and body slightly bent forward, and he used to wear a senamay shirts woven by a skilled hands of the woman in Batangas. He knew by the heart the grammar by Nepgreha and Grenza, or Spanish and Latin. Add to this severity that in my judgment was exaggerated, and you have a picture, perhaps vague, that have made him, but I remember only. First school brawl and the afternoon of his first day in school, when the teacher was having his siesta, Jose met the bully Pedro. He was angry at his bully for making fun of him during his conversation with the teachers in this morning. Jose challenged Pedro to fight, and fortunately Rizal did win because of her Tito Manuel or Uncle Manuel, right? Her Uncle Manuel taught him martial arts. Even though Pedro is having an advantage in height, kasi talagang maliit si Rizal. Imagine, 8-year-old child. So, maliit talaga siya. And after class, and afternoon, a classmate named Andres Salandanan challenged him to an arm wrestling match. But, unfortunately, this time, Rizal failed to his classmates. In succeeding days, he had another fight with the boys of Binyan. He was not quarrelsome by nature, but he never ran away from fight. Hindi siya nakikigulo, pero hindi rin siya umaatras sa laban. For his scuffles, he nonetheless received many whippings and blows in the open palm from his disciplinarian teacher. His teacher thought literally with a heavy hand. That's why his education in Binyan is not as easy as we think. Okay, let's talk about Jose Rizal's daily routine in Binyan during his school days. Here's mass at 4 a.m. or students' lessons before going to mass. Goes to Orchard to look for a mabolo to eat breakfast. Goes to class at 10 a.m. lunch break. Goes back to school at 2 p.m. Goes home at 5 p.m. prays with cousins. Studies lessons, then draws a little. Has supper. Prayers again, plays in the street if moon is bright, and sleeps. It's kind of bored. Best students in school. And academic students who beat all Binyan boys. He was surpassed them in all Spanish, Latin, and other subjects. Afterward, siguro dahil naka-adapt na rin si Rizal sa new environment, he surpasses or siya ang naging mataas sa buong klase. Some of his older classmates were jealous of his intellectual superiority. His wicked squealed to the teachers whenever Jose had a fight outside the school and even told lies to discredit him before the teacher's eyes. Consequently, the teacher had to punish Jose. Because of jealousy, her other classmates is sinusumbong si Rizal na kapag nakikipag-away siya, even though it is out of class or hindi sa klase. Kasi nga, naiinggit. So, that's why Rizal got whipped or napapalo. He got a punishment by his teacher or some other of his other classmates making false accusation against him. So, that's why he's receiving a punishment. And in Rizal's memoir, he said that I usually won the classroom contest. Nobody beat me, and as a result, I surpassed many in class standing. But in spite of the reputation I had of being a good boy, the day was unusual when I was not laid out on a bench and given 5 or 6 blows. I have no desire to spend my time counting the palo, beating with a stick I received, or picturing my emotions when I suffered from my first palmitasus, being struck on a hand with a stick as a form of punishment. Some envied me and others pitied me. Tales were told against me, sometimes with reasons and sometimes without. And always it cost me 3 or 6 disciplinas lashes with whip. Kawawa naman. In December 1870, Jose left Benyan. He already got home in Calamba. And Talim, the steamer that Jose rode, Arturo Camps, a Frenchman and a friend of Don Francisco, he took care of Jose during the trip. As Jose's going home, the one who took care of him is Arturo Camps, a Frenchman and a friend of his father. Rizal's studies in Binyan had a great influence in his views of education. He firmly believed that education is not just a mere obligation but rather an valuable investment that leads us towards a brighter future. Schools should be safe haven and a playground for a mind where young minds can explore and grow rather than what he experienced, which he can liken to a dreaded torture chamber. And that's all. Thank you for watching. I am Love and Artagami. Bye.